Hello, my outlaws, and welcome to a video. So we're playing Battlefield 1 on this. So in this video, we're just basically going to be talking about Anzac, because this should be released. Sorry, I just turned my volume down. On Anzac Day, so I thought I'll do the Anzac story. So you just look here. You got those boats. So I kind of thought that way I can, kind of go this straight, some visual things if I need to talk about anything that's in the game. But you look at this, like, this is what they had to face. Just basically, they stood no chance. It was a whole, okay, so, and kind of let me, kind of pretend you just started, you don't know what this video is about. So I'm going to be talking about the Anzac meaning, and what it means. So, really what it means to, me, or what it stands for, is Australian New Zealand Army Corps. That was hard to say. And so, basically what that is, it was the Australian and New Zealand Army Corps. And they were fighting together, and so they just got the nickname Anzac. So, that's how that came to be. The Anzacs, now we have that. So we want to get rid of this. We'll start this again. But really, when you look at it, Gallipoli is what made them famous, because they landed on Gallipoli. What they didn't know was the wrong place, but the Turks had been on that mountain watching them, so they were kind of knew when they were going to attack. So, and what gave them away is because the Turks were watching them, they knew when they were leaving the boats and all that. So they seen them leaving the boats, and yeah, basically, so they seen them leaving the boat, so they knew they were going to attack, so they were prepared. So yeah, they kind of seen that coming. So that was one giveaway, and I died again. But that's the really sad part, because they went onto the beach thinking, they got this, the Aussie spirit, we got this, we can do it, but they couldn't. It was just a bloody campaign is really all it was. So there were lots of other successful missions outside of Gallipoli, but one of the other famous things was the campaign, it was in the Gallipoli campaign, but it was at the Charge at the Neck. So that was where they had 9 rows, and they basically had to jump over the thing, the trenches, and I died again. And move forward and attack the Turks. Mind you, they had no ammo in their bullets, so either way, it wasn't a help, because once they got over there, then what? You stab them with your bayonet. But the Turks had machine guns, so they just jumped out of the trenches and they were mowed down. And after the 4th row, or the 3rd or 2nd, really, the 2nd, 3rd row, the only respect you could give your fallen comrades was not to tread on. Which is sad, because because you should be able to give them more respect than that, but that's all the respect they could get, is not to tread on them.
Come on, lad.
So let me just kill this dude, sorry. Oh, that's an NPC thing, so anyway. Let me chuck a grenade, but anyway, so that's really what it was, the Charge at the Neck, and then they retreated, but, then they retreated safely. No one got killed in the retreat, but what I read was, let's just make sure no one comes after us. What I read was that when they were shooting at each other, the Turks radioed over and said, "Do you know what we're shooting for?" And they said no, and well, they said neither do we. So yeah, no one knew what they were doing. They were just doing their job, which was sad, because it was really sad, because they should be able to give their mates more respect. But then again, they signed up, some of these people left behind their family, you know, all of them left behind their family, their friends. Some had kids, I gather, you know, some would have had kids, some were even underage. Some were like, not even 21, which was a required age. So that was a required age, but some of them wasn't even 21, which was sad, because, you know, they had their whole lives ahead of them, but they wanted to explore the world, which in the end cost them. And the reality was, it was a deadly cost. So yeah, that's that part. That was Gallipoli. But outside of Gallipoli, once they went to the Western Front, and then, you know, they kind of were in Egypt. There's one story I was reading, so I kind of do put a lot of research in, but at the same time I don't, because, you know, I've already researched all this. But what happened was, there was one soldier, when they were, I don't know whether they were retreating or his battalion was retreating anyway, he wasn't to be found, so they just branded him a coward and thought, well, he's, you know, left us, he's run away, so they branded him a coward. But in the end, turns out that he got murdered and he was actually a hero. So yeah, so now they branded him a hero instead of a coward, and I'm dead again. But anyway, so they kind of, you know, he's now recognised as a hero. They're redoing his grave, because the murdered guy washed up on the beach at the time. They just didn't know who it was, and then they did DNA testing, you know, like with our technology now, and turns out it was him. He got murdered, the coward. So now that's what that is. But they, you know, went to the Battle of Beersheba, which is the most famous attack in Australian military history, but not many people over there know that. You have Passchendaele, which is also famous. I think that was more famous just because of how bloody that was, what happened there, how much of a fail that was. You know, that was more just famous because it was a fail. But anyway, that was that one. What else was there? Yeah, but Anzac is like Australian and New Zealand Army Corps. Yeah, that was, it stood for Australian New Zealand Army Corps. Hello, my outlaws. So these will be joined together, so I don't know roughly where I'm up to, so, because I did check and these cut out, so I will be joining these together. So, if you're still watching, please do leave a like, subscribe. Yeah, basically Anzac was, and there may be a bit of voice difference because I did take out my headphones, so sorry about that one as well. So I might use that weapon, I didn't see that, but anyway. But Anzac, you know, they sacrificed their lives so we could have our tomorrow. They gave up there today so we could have our tomorrow. And it's a huge sacrifice, you know. Some of these kids were underage, you know, like under 18, and the sacrifice that would have been, you know. You're under 18, you go to war. Apparently, I was reading the youngest kid there, he was 13. 13, and he was at Gallipoli, you know. Why? Because he wanted to go on, or most of it was because he wanted to go on a world, you know, see the world. But, you know, he did and he died. Oh no, well he survived, but some people, other people though, wanted to see the world, they died, you know, it was sad. So, I'll kind of sum all this up in this video. So, you know, basically they went to Gallipoli, it was a bloody mess, huge failed campaign, so that was a huge campaign fail. So then they went to the Western Front, you know, did stuff there, helped over in Paris, you know, helped over in Paris, and then, yeah, helped over in Paris, and that was about that. And, you know, after they finished the Western Front, they came home, you know, shell shock, they had shell shock, you know, post-traumatic stress disorder, you know the one I mean. So, yeah, that's that. So, yeah, so subscribe if you're new, and don't forget the Anzacs. So if you did go to a dawn service today, well, that's good. But if you didn't, that's still also okay. You know, take the time out to remember them. So at least try and take the time out to remember them. So yeah. So that's about that. So subscribe if you're new, and